Heidi ho, everybody. Guess what? It is Freaker Friday. And you got Grammy Mary here on for that too. Oh, good Lord, you'd think I'd had something to drink, and I haven't had nothing to drink except for water. But this is Grammy's Rocket Chair here on this Freaker Friday evening, and yeah, I'm having a wee bit of a trouble with, yeah. Are you under attack, Beetle? Blah, blah. I need to grab my tongue and give it a lashing. Um, it's a blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's Friday. And I can't talk. And my daughter's here, woohoo, with her new hubby. So, hey, it's going to be a fun time in the old Grammy town tonight, let me tell you. Let's see. Freaker Friday, April the 8th. Holy crap. Dang, that means next week is tax day. Ick. Ick. Okay, let me see. Who do I have? I've made an announcement over on Facebook as well, and god dang, people are sharing pictures of me over on Facebook, and it's like, would you stop that? Because yeah, you always get me. My girls are so good at posing so that they don't have a double chin showing, and they always get me laughing so that I'm scrunched and I got the double chin thing going on. Of course, I'm elder, so I'm supposed to have one, ain't I? Oh well. Over here on Fakey Book, let me see, my lovely, lovely star sister, Catherine from over in Ireland, is here along with her honey, Jiri. Hi there, sweetheart. I also see Gary is over here and Cynthia, as well as, Moosey is here and Mary B. Hi there. Hey there. Ho there. And I have someone at the door. Crap. Just a sec. I'm on the radio.
I was just seeing if it was okay if I pulled through that back lock to pull in my back gate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. That's my neighbor. You never know what's going to happen on my radio show. You never know. I've either got a kitty cat on my lap, or puppy dogs being crazy, or my neighbor coming over to see if he could drive through part of my yard because he's putting something in on his house. And yeah, I have a big empty lot. He may as well use it because I'm not. At least not yet. Okay. Is this a frickin' Freaky Friday or what? Frickin' Freaky Friday. Which we have a new F word today because our assistant general manager at work decided that, yeah, boo hiss. Boo to the husband. Oh, Beetle, but you'd like him, honey. You really would. Although she would probably tear you new one, sweetheart, because yeah, if you think I'm nuts, my daughter's way worse than me. She's crazy. Yes, I did answer the door, honey. And it's, yeah, okay. Yeah, the delay. This like, wow. Okay. In any case, let me come over here and see if anybody over in Freedom's Network, that effing site. Hey, Grimmy, thank you, sweetheart, for posting that over here. And yeah, on Twitter too, because I'm like such an underachiever today. I'm just glad it's Friday. Good Lord, this has been a week. Oh my God. Thank you, barman, on multiple levels. Thank you, sweetheart. One of these days, I'm going to have to give you a hug. Can you do a cyber hug for a barman? Is that possible? Oh well. Let me, yeah, and I am a super freak, and yeah, yeah, it's just not freaky the way you may be thinking it is. Do any of you remember the Freaky cereal when I was a kid? I know that's way back just after they invented dirt, but yeah, there was a cereal called Freakies. It was kind of, sort of, yeah, I know, sweetheart. Uh-oh, Bobber disappeared. I hate when that happens. Dang it, Bobber, come back. Okay, what? Let me see. I gotta say hey to everybody over here in the RLM because I'm just like totally scatterbrained here. Be looking in periodically tonight. Not up to much on things. Okay, that's okay, sweetheart. It's okay, Bobber. If you're still listening, that's okay, sweetie. We love you. Okay, over here in the RLM, right there on top again, Asmo. I just love it when you're on top, sweetheart. Yeah, Asmo is here, and then there's Barman who is following Asmo around, still trying to collect on that tip that Asmo promised him in order for him to be on top. And then looky there, we have the lovely Beth Z, who is such a wonderful and intelligent young lady. And then Grimner following closely behind because, well, Beth Z is a lovely and intelligent young lady, and Grimmy can't help but follow her. I also see Moose Girl is here, and Moosey won't be here for long because Moosey's got some things going on this evening, don't you, girlfriend? It's like you seem to think you have a life or something. Huh? I see how you are going out partying and all that shit. You do that while you're young, honey, because as you get to my age, you don't recuperate quite so well. Trust me. Even when you don't drink, you just don't recuperate quite as well as you used to. Of course, as in heels and fishnets and makeup and wow. No, no. I don't do that very often for a reason. I also see the lovely Kate is here. How's things down in your neck of the woods? I hear they got a little exciting earlier today. A group for the show yet? What? Are you talking to Anarcheesy or Anarchissy or however you say that? Oh, I'm reading the chat here, and I shouldn't do that. I should keep saying hi. I also see Rome's is here, who does not want me to breathe hard. Why not, sweetheart? Are you just not feeling the dark side lately? Is that what it is? Yes, Beetle, you do need a name that starts with an A so you can be on top. Oh, you poor dear. Grammy asshole won't put him on top of Asmo. Sorry, that'll put him under Asmo. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? I see IB Don. I see by bad. Yeah. Bad tongue. Bad. Learn to work properly. Um I'll think of something for you, Beetle. Uh IB Don C is here, as well as Java Doctor 2, the new and improved version with that new and improved Java Doctor 2 that came out not too long ago. And apparently she's doing quite well. Asahol. Asaholio. Ah, okay. Oh, I can say it any way I want to. Anarchisi. Anarcheesy. I like anarcheesy. Because I like cheese. Okay. I also see Anarcheesy is here, as well as Beetle. I love you, Beetle. You're such a sweetheart. I also see Chalcedony is here, as well as Gary L., who also liked me over on Facebook. And I really, really appreciate that, Gary. You're such a sweetheart. And you're so smart. I love smart people. Do you guys think, I think smart is very attractive. And, anytime I'm around very, very intelligent people that aren't smart, like total asinine smart kind of smart people, those kind of people, they're so smart that it's like, I'm smarter than you. So you are beneath me. Those kind of people? No. I have very little use for them because they're just assholes. Smart doesn't even figure into it. But I absolutely love intelligent people, especially intelligent people that are conversant, and don't lord it over you. It's like, oh, wow. I could just sit and listen to you all day. Wow. Okay. Stop dreaming. I also see I'm here, kind of, sort of, almost, because, yeah, the mouth ain't working right, but since that's nothing new. I also see Juana Taco is here, and you know what, sweetheart? Although that does sound absolutely amazing, my belly is so full because I went to Don's tonight because my daughter absolutely loves super cheeseburgers from Don's, and I haven't had a super cheese from Don's in, God, it's probably been at least last summer. So it was time, don't you think? Oh, hey, there you go. The Vincent Flash Show. Wow, that conjures up all kinds of fun little images there. And are cheesy. Barman did good. And so did you, sweetheart. Uh, Sidetracked. Squirrel. I also see the lovely Mary B is here. How are things down under, darling? I hope they're going wonderful. I hope it's not nearly as warm as it has been. You're going into your cool season, aren't you? And looky there, Oslo is here, and Oslo's still being the strong, silent type. It's okay, sweetie. I don't mind. I like to talk. Can you tell? I also see P. Bunyan is here. How's your weather over there, darling? As well as, looky there, RLM 59518. I think I know who that is. I think I do. And I think you have a very lovely good friend of mine. Want a flan? Ah, do I want a flan or a flan or a flash? Ooh, no, I don't want a flash because that's Circles. Circles can have all the flashes she wants, but I don't know. What do I wanna? I wanna say hey to Solvanur. That's what I wanna do. Hi Walter. How are you, sweetheart? I hope everything's good in your part of the world as well. I've been seeing all kinds of really interesting things in little flashes, which is, yeah, I'm having hot flashes or something. Actually, I'm not because I have the door open and it feels good. But keeping me cool, calm, and, well, I'm not collected, but that's okay. I never am. Um, I've been seeing little tidbits all over the place about Iceland and the Panama Papers, and which Panama Papers, that I think of rolling papers when I hear that. Anybody else? I uh, I just do. I mean, Panama Red and rolling papers. That's what I thought of. It's just the way my mind works. Let's see. Hi, George. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, George is commenting. Let me see what George has to say. Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? I had someone tell me that they know where my girls get their looks from. Yeah, now I know where they went. My girls stole them. Little turkeys. That's okay. I have beautiful daughters. They are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. I'm not one bit biased. Mm-mm. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. I refreshed Twitter and I saw something that I really didn't need to see. Oh, I'm going to go to my pocket because I'm going to go to this days after Iceland's PM resigns over Panama Papers, hit them rolling papers. It's bankers are released early from jail. Huh? This was from yesterday, actually, on zerohedge.com. I didn't make it to it yesterday, or, well, duh, I couldn't have made it to it Wednesday because it was from yesterday. Duh. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. I'm not here, but that's okay. Let's see. How very ironic. Over the weekend, just hours before the Panama Papers were released, we wrote a post that took a look inside Iceland's prison, the one place where criminal bankers face consequences. Was this a truth or consequences kind of thing? I think that was a game show way back in the day, like way back when I was little and TV was still black and white. Yeah, I am old. Oh, TV black one. I actually watched TV. I got Little Rascals for my grandkids because I wanted to expose them to some of the shit that we tried to do when we were kids. Because we really did try to reenact the Little Rascals when we were growing up. And first, the DVD that I played them first was the black and white one, and then I played the colorized version. But after we were done watching the black and white DVD, my granddaughter looked at me and she says, "Grammy, is that the way the world was?" And I was thinking, well, yeah, I mean, not quite, because the Little Rascals were actually quite a few years ahead of my time, but we used to watch them on TV all the time. And I said, well, honey, a lot of things were kind of like that when I was growing up. And all innocent like, she asked me, so when did the world get color? And it was just so sweet. I just couldn't help. I had to not bust a gut, and I mean, I just had to give her a little hug and tell her, "Honey, the world has always had color. It's just TV hasn't always had color." But she's just so innocent when she asked that, and she's only like 5 or 6, so I don't know. She was little bitty at the time, but it was just, yeah. And I remember as a little kid, and I remember us getting our first color TV. Of course, I also remember that newfangled gadget, as seen on TV things before they had the as seen on TV commercials. The little things that you could put over the screen of your black and white TV so that it would be color. And us kids were like glued. We're all lined up on the floor going, wow. And mainly we were lined up on the floor close to the TV because we were the remote back then. Dad would just throw his slipper at us or something, and whoever it hit, that's the one that had to change channel. All three of them. But, wow, how'd I go there? I don't know. Uh, but yeah, those were the days, And then I do remember getting the first color TV and thinking, that's not right. That's not, because the colors weren't right, because I had imagined them different. And so I had a hell of a time adjusting to, Gilligan being in color and stuff, because it just wasn't right. That's not the way I had them pictured. But, it's funny how the imagination comes up one way, and, yeah. Spacey's here? Hi, Spacey! How you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're doing wonderful. You snuck in on me while I was going off on a rant, didn't you? Excuse me. Oh, and Bobber's back. Damn this cell phone. I know, cell phones just, yeah. Okay. Where else? I'm catching up here, because seeing as how I'm just totally... Okay. Where am I at? Okay. Beetle remembers 3 channels. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, and a lot of time. Do you remember the rabbit ears with the tin foil? And you had to do them just right. And then, if you let go of the rabbit ear and it went fuzzy, and then you grabbed it again, Dad would make you stand there until the show was over. I had to play that a couple of times, which, we thought we were special because we were an antenna. We were just pretty damn special, and we got to be the closest ones to the TV. So, hey, because, anybody else that got too close to the TV, you're going to ruin your eyesight. The things moms tell you, which, yeah, I tell people that all the time. Okay, where was I at? Oh, yeah, Panama Papers. The rolling kind. And Iceland. Apparently, okay, let me get to where I was at. Oh, okay, and then, minutes later, the Panama Papers were disclosed by the ICIJ, which had a clear target to expose the circle of friends close to Putin. Yeah, because, well, Putin is bad. Putin is evil. Okay, Putin's a politician. Putin is one of the top dogs what be in charge in one of the lovely little painted on squares on the globe. Well, it's not a square, but those lovely little, everything's a different color on the map or on the globe, or at least the pictures that they give you, they're all different colors. And he gets to be the top dog what be in charge in that one over there in Russia. So BFD. In any case, it also revealed the dirty laundry of the Iceland Prime Minister, who resigned just 2 days after his shady offshore tax dealings were revealed to the world. Uh-huh. I wonder what happened to him, because I did see something, and obviously I did not put it in my pocket, or I would be going with it right now. There was also an article that I saw earlier today about Iceland, and several people in the Icelandic government were being ousted now because the people are not real pleased. Of course, it's a small country, and it takes fewer people, as in bodies, to start counting as in bigger numbers. And once you hit a certain tipping point, then it kind of spreads like wildfire. And yeah, then people are pissed. And they've done it before. They have a track record, so they know that they can jump up and kick some ass and take some names. And I find that quite entertaining and quite pleasing and quite saddening all at the same time, because when you look at all the people that really think reality TV is reality, whoo, yeah. Hi, entrepreneur. Manure. I think that's my brother. I think that's the new papa in the family. Too much Putin will give you more dirty laundry. Yeah. You know, they all give you lots of dirty laundry. Putin is what happens when a feller eats too many. Oh, that's true. 3:30 and 8. 3:30. Okay, hun. I'll figure that out. Yeah. Uh, oh, Agent Smith. That was a very good Agent Smith imitation, though. I was impressed. Uh huh. Okay. Wow. I'm really disgusted because I didn't find that one Iceland thing, and I'm not going to go looking for it now. So I'm just going to share this link for y'all. Because, yeah, I mean, the corruption is everywhere. And why is it everywhere? Because it's government. And that should be the little definition that everyone should know for government is corruption. Because, even you look at, they say the mafia is corruption. Where in the hell do you think the mafia learned it from? Huh? I think the mafia actually has a few more scruples to it than most governments do. But, that's probably just my opinion. I don't know. I just I'm disgusted that I didn't save that other link. But I'm not so disgusted that I'm going to go digging for it. Cuz hey, it's Freaky Friday, so freak yourself, okay? Oh, that was the other one. Squirrel. The new F word, the F word at work is fob. Go fob yourself. Because my assistant general manager, who is just a total dorcas, told the parts guy to order a key for a vehicle, not realizing that a key is not the same thing as the remote, the key fob. So he just told him to order a key. Keys are cheap. If you just order the key, that's an emergency thing in order to just unlock the door so that you can get in there because you locked the whole apparatus in your car. No, 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 no. No, that's what he told him to order. And then he started grumbling because that's what he ordered. When actually the assistant manager wanted, or the assistant general manager, the ass GM, he should have said, I need a key fob. I need the whole unit. Because, yeah, those things are $170. The key itself, no, they're not that much. I don't remember exactly what they said, but the fobs, oh yeah, because I've replaced one of those. Yeah, $170. And then you have to have it programmed. Add another $70. Yeah. So now we'll have a key and a key fob coming. The key's here, but now we'll have a key fob too, because that was what was initially needed. So now we're going to have, yeah, all because someone doesn't realize. Use the proper terminology when you're trying to be all smart and important and act like you know what the hell you're doing. Yeah. What? Oh, okay. I'm just catching up on the chat. So in other words, yeah, they float to the top. That's why they're called floaters. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? And that whole thing with Iceland, that's a thing that makes you go, and it's also one of those things that makes you go, okay, you know what? They're an itty bitty country and they can do it. Why in the hell can't we? And then that also works the other way. They're an itty bitty country and it's easier for them to do it than it is over here because the bulk of the population, which really is an awful lot of the population here, thinks that American Idol is all that. and that the real world they really think is the real world, and they actually care what's going on with the Kardashians. What? I even saw a video. I think Jimmy Kimmel had gone out on the street. I think that's who it was. And was telling people that, guess what? North Korea detonated a hydrogen bomb. Finally, after all these years. And you know, it really does. All it depends on is how you say it. It's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. I could say something totally vile and totally disgusting and do it in this tone, and you would probably go, "Isn't that sweet?" Okay, no, you guys wouldn't because y'all know better. But the regular person on the street, I could say something just totally asinine like, "The IRS loves you, and they love you so much that they want to have all of your paycheck because they need it to take care of poor starving children in Ethiopia." And you know that probably 9 out of 10 people in this country would go, "Oh, okay, take it." Because that's where we're at right now. Yeah, doesn't that give you a warm, fuzzy feeling? You know that feeling you get just before you throw up? Yeah, it's kind of what it does for me. Yay! People are just not all there anymore, and it's truly sad. But I'm going to move on to something else that looks like a little bit more fun. This is one, and you know, this is a Freaker Friday, and so I should do some freaky ass shit or some freaky news. And I saw this one earlier today, and I was actually going to comment on it on a friend's page on Facebook, but Facebook removed it. I mean, it was there, it let me like it, and I typed a comment, and I hit enter, and Facebook said, "You can no longer comment on this feed, it has been removed." And I went, "What?" But I still see it. So I refreshed the page, and it asked me if I was sure if I wanted to refresh the page because I wasn't finished entering my comment. So I said, "Yes, I'm sure. I wish to refresh my page." And you know, when I refreshed the page, it was gone. There it was, gone. Yeah, the nanny state struck. So I Googled it, and I found it on finance.yahoo.com. And I like this. An ESPN host, ESPN too, wore a t-shirt on air mocking the Cleveland Indians' controversial logo. But it was not mocking the Cleveland Indians' controversial logo. It was spoofing and actually making fun of those of us that are so affectionately referred to as crackers. Although I do kind of resemble that because parts of me are the same color as saltine crackers, and then there's parts of me that are the same color as graham crackers. It just depends on which parts get more exposure to the sun. Although in the summertime, if I don't, you know, if I'm not careful, I closely resemble Neapolitan ice cream. So I got some brown, I got some pink, and I definitely got some white. Because, yeah, right now my legs are still, as my daughter says, embrace the paste. I am competition for copy paper. Yes, I am. I'm not quite as white as Circles because she's Denmark white, and apparently that's almost glow in the dark, at least according to Lou. But I still love her. She's awesome. In any case, back to this. This gentleman is more of your chocolate persuasion, and that's okay. I don't care. What the color of the skin is really immaterial because, like I said, I can set depending on how much sun I get. Mine changes. I'm kind of like a chameleon like that. And you know, there are times when I get so many freckles, you can play connect the dots. That gets rather interesting too. In any case, that's right. I'm Graham's crackers, and I am crackers. Uh, in any case, getting back to this. ESPN host, is that Bomani? Is that how you say that? Or I'm just going to say Bomani because that's very, very I don't know what it is, but it's very. It's B. Jones. How's that sound? He wore a Caucasians t-shirt mocking the Cleveland Indians, which it's not mocking the Cleveland Indians. I see no mock at all of the Cleveland Indians. I think it's taking the Cleveland Indians' whole insignia kind of thing and just putting a twist on it. The ones that are being mocked are the Caucasian bankers, if you see the t-shirt. Yeah, it's supposedly mocking Chief Wahoo. Which, hey, Chief Wahoo, have you been to a casino lately? Especially on the res. Yeah, they're going wahoo, getting a little bit of our own back, ain't we? Yes, they are. Apparently, he was wearing this t-shirt during a Mike and Mike show on Thursday. The shirt included the word Caucasians in the Indians font with a character based on Chief Wahoo that has white skin instead of red, and a basic nose instead of a large hooked nose, blonde hair instead of dark hair, parted and held down by a headband, and a dollar sign instead of a feather, which, yeah, that's, it looks like Richie Rich. It's what Richie Rich would look like if somebody let him live past the cartoon Richie Rich little kid stage. The logo is ingenious because it shows how one must leap to racial stereotypes in order to create Chief Wahoo. Okay. Now, although I do understand why people can be upset by some of this stuff, and yes, I can see how that would be considered derogatory, but you know, what a lot of people don't understand is that when you do something as a school mascot or a team mascot, you don't do that in a derogatory manner. That is not done because you are wishing to slam anybody. It's because you're wishing to emulate. You are trying to say, oh, look, these are the Braves. And so you're supposed to look at, hey, these people are brave, they are fast, they are this. It's something you wish to aspire to. It's not something that you're going, yeah, we're going to have this football team and we're going to get this mascot just so we can really piss people off and make these people feel bad. But we're going to go out there and we're going to win like crazy just so we can make these people that we made our mascot, we want to make them feel bad because we're out there winning like crazy. That's one way of looking at it. And seriously, I think it's asinine to get all butt puckery over this shit. Although I would wear that Caucasian shirt. Yes, I would. But you know, you can also look at it as, yeah, it's a caricature. And caricatures are just that. They are a caricature. They are supposed to over exaggerate stereotypical ideas. That's what a caricature is. And yet people are all butthurt. Oh, you can't have the Braves. You can't have the Redskins. You can't have the... Well, what about the White Sox? What about people that wear white socks all the time? Should they feel affronted because there's a team called the White Sox? How about the Seahawks? Should Seahawks be pissed because there's a team called the Seahawks? Should they decide to go and start pooping on everybody's windshield and just totally ruining paint jobs? Broncos. Should horses start running rampant because there is a team called the Broncos? How about... Okay, I call them the chefs, just because they're always cooking up defeat out of the jaws of victory. But the Chiefs, yeah, you know, that's something to emulate because it's supposed to be, you know, you have these chiefs which are supposed to be intelligent, supposed to be wise, supposed to be the ones that are the leaders. But oh, that's a derogatory, that's slam. Really? People do not have something that they look at derogatorily as their mascot, as something that they take pride in. They just don't do that. So those of you that are going to go around and be all butthurt over this shit, maybe you ought to look in the mirror and realize that where the butt hurt is coming from is inside of you. It has nothing to do with that stupid mascot. It's just a fucking caricature. That's all it is. And yes, I just dropped an F bomb. Oh well. Apparently, the Chief Wahoo logo, yeah, it says it's a caricature and it is still a fan favorite. I don't have a problem with that. And if anybody tells me, oh, well, you're not an Indian, excuse me? No, I'm not full blooded. Actually, I don't have enough Indian in me. If you go by the records that my mother has been able to find, I don't have enough to actually even claim Indian heritage, other than, yeah, there's Cherokee on my dad's side. There is some dispute as to how much, but hey, when birth records get burned and all that other fun shit, and I really don't care enough to go and look and fight for it, because I also have French and English and Scottish and German and Russian and God knows what else in my ancestry. So in other words, I'm a frickin' Heinz 57 and my nose is cold. I'm a mutt. And actually, when you stop and think about it, we all are. Because if you go back far enough, all of us got a little bit of something something from someone else. So, Broncos, Colts, Chargers, yeah. I know, Grim, offending all of those. Oh, hey, and the Steelers, I hadn't even thought about that. Wow. Huh. Hadn't even thought of that one. Dang it. Can you imagine all those people being insulted because they've been called Steelers? Jeez. Liar Watha and Pocahontas, yeah. I think actually entrepreneur, there you go. I'll finally get it spitted out. I think we probably have just as much, if not more, quote unquote, Native American. Although I am a Native American because I was born here. So throw that shit out the window as well. Yeah. The first Americans, really? Who were the first? There's an awful lot of dispute about that as well. And depend on who you're dating, you might occasionally have a little more Indian. Oh, that's funny. You're funny. I know who that is. That's my brother. He's giving me shit. You go right ahead, hun. In any case, I just think this whole thing about people having pissy fits over a frickin' mascot is just absolutely asinine. It's a caricature. It's something that people wish to rally around, to emulate. Although, when you stop and think about it, there's a town that's just 45 miles south of here. Their team mascot is the Beavers. Oh my God. Are the posters and the business windows hilarious when we have games against the Beavers? Because we are the Plainsmen. And yeah, the ones that I find amusing are the ones that say Plainsmen eat the beavers, because it's like, obviously someone just doesn't get it. And that's blazing across a storefront window, so yeah, we're yokels. Yeah, those poor dolphins, yes. I know the manatees were smart, though. They knew how to push. See, they lingered back, and the dolphins, they jumped up and went, "Who? What? You want a name? Here, have ours." Yeah. Whatever. And where my grandchildren go, they're the owls. Yeah. Hooty who? Who? Yeah, they're the owls. How long have the lions been a joke? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Grim. For a while. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put this over on at that effing site because I love that effing site. I just I had to go there because I thought people, you guys act, and I made it newsworthy for me just because it's so freaking funny that you guys are really seriously that damn butthurt over a damn mascot. It's like, and I think I've shared this over on the effing site earlier today, but I'll share it again just because. It's just a damn picture. That's all it is. If you don't really wish to identify with it, then don't. And if people identify you with a mascot, then either disassociate yourself with those people or just go up to them and go, "Oh, you poor child. Life must be very difficult for you." And then move along. Because seriously, the only thing. Oh, hi, Fraser Flav. How you, sweetheart? You know, you don't have to own anything that somebody else gives you, whether it be a moniker or a reputation or what have you. You don't have to own any of that shit. Only thing you have to own is what you do yourself. Oh, Fraser Flav said that the PM decided not to resign after all. Well, I think maybe the people might decide differently for him. Just thinking. Okay. Now I'm going to get to something just a wee bit more fun because these were, although they were entertaining and just plain shake my head, what the hell are you guys thinking? Because, yeah, this young man actually kind of went there with it, and I thought, honey, it's only derogatory if you believe it's derogatory. Other than that, who gives a shit? Okay, here is a fun one that the lovely Circles shared with me earlier. Because she and I had been having a little bit of discussion because we still sit there and giggle and laugh about how guys go nuts over boobs because they're boobs, I guess. I don't know. I don't get the fascination, but I'm a girl, and so I'm not supposed to, right? But, or at least to my mind. But Circles and I have been having little chats back and forth about this, and oh, the Padres are a bunch of pedophiles. You know, I hadn't really thought about that one, Grammy, but you're right. Wow. Okay. This is a lovely little link that Circles sent to me. And it has a video attached to it, and I just couldn't watch the video because just reading the headline was enough to make me spit coffee. Because I thought, oh my God. Oh, well, and see, she shared this with me after I had told her, why do people have, and I think I said this on Wednesday as well, why are people so fascinated with boobs? Because everybody's got belly buttons, everybody's got a butt, everybody's got, why? But she sent me this link. Touching a robot's private parts arouses humans. Now, I want to know who in the hell they got for this study. And, yeah. Who gets aroused by touching, and I didn't know robots had private parts. I thought with robots, parts was parts. Obviously, I thought wrong. But this, yeah. This is on news.discovery.com. Well, this is delicate. But we're all grown-ups here, right? Okay. Chronologically, maybe. So, let us proceed. Humans get turned on when feeling up robots. No. Some humans do. Certain really freaking weird humans do. But apparently a study from researchers at Stanford University, go figure, reports that people respond to robots in a primitive social way, and that touching someone else's private parts apply to a robot's body parts as well. Hmm. That could influence robots' design, and it's not too far of a leap to imagine how this information could influence robots used for, certain kinds of activities, which I think that you already have fake things for that. One of them was mistaken for a bomb the other day. Apparently, a lead researcher, Jamie Lee, a PhD student at Stanford's Department of Communication, which, hey, I need to go there because I'm having trouble communicating tonight. The mouth just ain't functioning right. They designed an experiment in which a small humanoid robot was programmed to instruct humans to touch it at various places on its body. Oh, now that's just fucking pervy. That's creep. That's like Hal going, Dave, touch my circuit here. Dave? That's creepy. Ew. Apparently, the volunteer human subjects, meanwhile, wore sensors that measured changes in the synaptic nervous system. The sensors measured skin conductance, which is an indicator of physiological arousal. Oh, God. I ate supper. I maybe shouldn't read this. Ugh. When the robot asked the human subjects, 4 female and 6 male, to touch its buttocks or genital areas, measurable spikes were registered in the skin sensors. Oh my God! In fact, over the course of 26 trials, wow, they kept doing it. Ew. Researchers found that subjects became aroused when touching, and we quote, the less accessible regions. Wow. Some interesting details, though. The arousal response did not trigger when subjects were asked to simply point to the robotic erogenous zones. And for 90% of the participants, arousal increased the closer they got to touching the regions in question. I'm embarrassed for the robots. God. Oh. You know what just popped into my mind? How many times do those people that do that phone sex thing, I wonder how many of them get a robot on the other end? I mean, I already know that there's times when they get these big old girls with the curlers still in their hair and the pink fuzzy house coats. Wait, I have a pink fuzzy house coat. Never mind. The robot used in the study, in case you're curious, was the not particularly sexy Aldebaran NAO. Okay. The research is in line with a broader field of inquiry requiring social robots and human-machine interaction. While there has been a good deal of research involving robots touching humans, ew, researchers say less is known about the response of humans when they touch robots. Double ew. And why would you even want to go there? Yuck. Our work shows that robots are a new form of media that is a particularly powerful. You know, we're not going to have to worry about a meteor or an X-class whatever taking us out. We're going to take ourselves out because we're all going to be, or it's going to wind up being everybody's going to be potty-froing with a frickin' robot and nobody's going to procreate and the whole race is going to die out and the robots are going to be going, God, I never thought we'd get rid of them. I'm not telling. I just saw that comment that you said, and a cheesy. uh, yeah, battery operated boyfriend. Uh, oh, no, that was number 5, Grim. Number 5 is alive. In any case, back to my article, because it's fascinating and yet sick and wrong. The study will be presented at an annual conference at the International Communication Association in Japan in June. Well, you know, them Japanese people are really freaking kinky. They're weird people. The video, which is below, is only NSFW if you are working with any particularly sensitive, yada, 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 whatever. Y'all are just freaking creepy. Creepy. Why would you? Oh, I would be so uncomfortable, especially if I had a robotic voice telling me, touch my inner thigh. Ew. Ew. That's just creepy. Just creepy. Yeah. Oh, it's a coronal mass ejection, which is just so freaking wrong. Especially right after I just got done talking about robotic ill. Ew. See, it's the sun having a hot flash. And then she had... Don't go there. This is just wow. Wow. Some of the things that I do on the radio. Read on the radio. Yeah. I Okay, I got to share this over here, and then I'm going to have to put that on. Oh, crap, my Twitter is going nuts. Dang, I still have over 300 stalkers. It's amazing. Okay. Where is that? What? I need there. That'll work. Just creepy. What was it Blade Runner? Was that the movie where they had no AI? Yeah, AI where Jude Law was a robotic gigolo. Ooh. You know, that's just... I know I've read an awful lot of sci-fi that had that kind of stuff in it, but wow. You know, it was science fiction. It was farcical. It was weird. It was like, wow, that's really strange. Thank God that's science fiction and it's based like thousands of years in the future. But man, when you start seeing it as reality and you go, dude, seriously? Did you have to go there with that one? Whoa. I could think of better places that you could take some of this science fiction technology stuff. Oh well. Hi, Rascal. You doing, baby girl? You go give me hugs? Huh? I know. My kitty cat's giving me lovin's again. Okay, Grammy shared this. I think Grammy shared a couple of things on my wall over on that effing site. But this one is just too rich. It really is. It's just hilarious. And it really is a good thing that they had rain, apparently, so they could do those donuts a whole lot better. Apparently, this is from the daily.com, rather redundant. Dudes fleeing LA police and car chase do donuts and stop for selfies. Well, you know, if you want to get a cop's attention, like I told Grimmy, you gotta say donuts. Or do donuts. Time to make the donuts. All the cops will come a running. Or driving, or whatever. Honey, you have claws and they hurt. You'll never know what you'll witness in L.A. A famous celebrity, someone defacing Donald Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star, or a car chase so absurd it seems straight out of Grand Theft Auto 5. Thursday's 2-hour-long pursuit began when someone reported a residential burglary in, is that Cerritos? It looks like Cheerios, only Hispanic. Soon police were following two suspects as they drove through rain in a Ford Mustang convertible with the top down. Why? Because they're rebels. That's why. Bring it. But instead of simply stepping on the gas, the driver who gave not a single fuck, did multiple donuts on a busy Sunset Boulevard. Well, there you go, dude, because how else are you going to get them? You must taunt them with the donuts because then if you donut, they will come. Yeah. Later, a TMZ tour bus obviously cut off these two dudes as they were trying to enjoy the remaining minutes of their freedom. Oh, yeah? Ultimately, the car lost a tire and the men were apprehended, but not before getting hugs and high fives from bystanders and taking a few selfies because, well, that's what this generation does, is take selfies. I've been involved in a lot of pursuits, but I haven't seen anything quite like that, said Dennis Zine, a former city councilman and LA police officer. The high fives at the end were ridiculous. I actually think that's quite funny. Hey, and they survived. Wow! Talk about really pressing your luck and coming out on the winning. Well, maybe not on the winning side, but dude, you lived to have your 15 minutes of fame. And yes, they are going to live on in internet infamy for probably at least 15 minutes or until the next viral thing comes along. Okay, yeah, I thought Daryl Hannah was one of them in Blade Runner. Oh, and Joanna Cassidy was too. Thank you very much. Actually, for me, reading is fun and mental. Yes, that was the original story. Yes, entrepreneur or entrepreneur. Yes. Do androids dream of electronic sheep? And I've read that story. Gene Roddenberry, correct? Or no? Yeah? Was that Gene? No, that wasn't Gene. That was Oh, don't tell me. I'll think of it. Or you can go ahead and tell me. I don't care. Okay. Grammy already put that over on. I'm going to have to save that one and put that over on Fakey Book. I think I'll do that right now. God dang. I went Fake Book and there's Ted Cruz. He really does look like Grandpa from the Munsters, only very well preserved. Or maybe not so well preserved, just a dye job and a facelift. But, oh, damn. He's just not an attractive individual, at least not in my books. Ew. Time to make the donuts. I gotta say that. Okay. I know my brother-in-law will like that because he's just kind of wacky like that. Okay, let's see. Hey, it's Pizza Steve. Hi, Pizza Steve. How you doing, sweetheart? Pizza Steve was at my daughter's wedding as well. And his name is Pizza Steve because he was one of her roommates. And every time I went there, they always had pizza boxes around. And, well, multiplicity. And some Pizza Steve? And my daughter is going through pictures. And she's sharing those pictures. Oh, how fun. Yep. I hope she's having a good time. Whilst I'm up here on the radio. She's not up here giving me shit yet, but just wait. It could happen, because that's what she does. She's ornery like that. I don't know where she gets it from. Honest, I don't. Okay. Oh, there's rocks. I'm easily distracted. Can you tell? Back to my pocket I go. I know there was. There it is. There it is. I think Grimmy actually shared this one on my wall as well. And yeah. I saw this and I just really seriously had to. I had to shake my head and read the headline again, and then I just kind of went, "Oh my lord, it really makes sense." This is from geek.com. TSA paid $1.4 million for a randomizer app that chooses left or right. Why? Because you only have to have a GED in order to qualify for that job, and obviously choosing left or right is above their pay grade and their mental acuity. Ugh. When someone starts learning how to code, one of the first things that they create is a program that generates and outputs random numbers. In most cases, it's an incredibly simple program to make because your programming language of choice has a randomizing function available to use. Keeping the above in mind, I now turn your attention to the Transportation Security Administration. Yeah, the Grope and Tickle Brigade. And their randomizer app that they use every day. Why? Because standing there and impersonating Vanna White, pointing one way or the other, is just too difficult for some people. Yes, if you've traveled through U.S. airports in recent years, then you're well aware of the TSA pre-check lanes. It is a faster way to get through airport security for low-risk travelers and allows you to keep your shoes and belt on because God knows we don't want to smell your feet or have your ass hanging out. Especially those of you that seem to think that having those pants down around your ankles anyway is an attractive or stylish look. TSA pre-check is faster, but it also includes random searches, and that's where the randomizer app comes in. Woohoo! Yes, now you too can be chosen by an inanimate object to have yourself groped and tickled against your will. The app randomly chooses whether travelers go right or left in the pre-check lane. That way, nobody can predict which lane each person is assigned to and therefore can't figure out how to avoid the random checks. So, how much did the TSA pay to have the randomizer iPad app developed? That was at least $336,413.59. That is $336,413.59 for an app that does nothing more than randomly select left or right a few hundred times an hour. I want those wages. I'll stand there. I would actually stand there silently with my eyes closed and just randomly point. If you would pay me $336,413.59 for a year. Just pay me that for a year. I would work 6 days a week. I would suffer and do it for that because I'm a shameless hussy. But we know this thanks to developer Kevin Burke, who submitted a Freedom of Information Act request asking for details about the app. And if you think paying over $336,000 for an app like this is ridiculous, well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because the contract for the TSA Randomizer app was won by IBM. The total paid for the project was actually $1.4 million. But the cost is not broken down in the documents Burke received in response to his request. It could be that IBM supplied all the iPads and training as well as the app itself, which why would IBM be supplying iPads? Wouldn't Apple be doing that? Inquiring minds want to know. Even so, the cost of the project is crazy. Yeah. It's an app that is just randomly selecting left or right, which I'm thinking for $336,000 a year, I would stand there with my eyes closed and randomly point left or right. Okay, occasionally I would get frisky and I would point both directions at the same time just to fuck with someone. But I would do that for a year for that kind of money. And then I'd retire. Because I would be tired of the general public, number one. Um, let's see. It goes on to say, I understand that software used for security checks at airports must be rigorously tested and reviewed, but I have a hard time believing such checks cost 1.4 million. In fact, I'm sure there's many reputable developers out there who'd supply the TSA with the same app for a few $1,000s. But wait, they aren't butt buddies. Therefore, they didn't get it. Because you have to jump through all those hoops. And the only way to get a government contract is to make the numbers astronomical. So, yes, I did. I did say that. Oh, Philip K. Oh, yes. Thank you. I know I've read that. It's in one of my Masters of Sci-Fi books. Um. Oh, okay. And yes, I did say easily anarchisy. Anarchisy. And Beth is frackin' fractals. Alrighty. Um. Oh, God, Mary B., I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, geez, we don't even know what it costs to train them to use the app. I'll bet you that was twice the price. Easily. Oh, Lord. That's just insane. It's a bargain. I'll bet you they probably had someone in the procurement section that went, it was on sale. And so the government went, but it was on sale. We have to buy it. Damn. Because they started out charging us $3 million. And look at what we got it for. Booyah. Half the price. For 1 gazillionth of the brain cells. Duh. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Hi, Twitter. I see you're going to... What? What? Oh, good Lord. Okay. Riddle me this, Batman. Why in the hell are people going around and getting gold caps on their teeth? Or as their crowns. Yeah. Why are you doing that? Why are you getting all of your teeth done in? Because that's not real gold, number one. Because real gold, if it was real gold, it would not do you much good. Your teeth would pain you ever so much. It's gold plated. And real gold is too soft of a metal. It wouldn't withstand the chewing. So yeah, you paid for gold and you got the shaft. Dumbasses. And your teeth are going to... Yeah, although I don't know if those that do that will live long enough for it to make any difference. But... Because usually those kind... Yeah. Not making a judgment, just making an observation. But what's the deal? And I've seen people... I saw a picture of some guy that had, the silver crowns done all the way around. And then they had diamonds put in them, which, yeah, they said that they were diamonds. But I think it was more like cubic zirconia. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. I just watched the Darwin Awards. And yeah. In 5 seconds, he just qualified himself for the Darwin Awards. Dude, that's impressive. Alrighty. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm going to go over to Oopie. Because I haven't been to Oopie for a while. Okay. Only in Australia. Mary B, honey, are there very many like this over there? You got to clue me in here, hun, cuz this is like of course, one must have one's priorities, but still. Okay, I need a drink. This is on UPI.com. An Australian man charged for buckling up beer instead of children. Hey, overachiever. Priorities. Yeah. Apparently, this man is charged with several offenses after police said that he used a seatbelt to secure 2 cases of beer while children in the vehicle were unrestrained. Okay, if the guy was anything like my parents when we were on the road, of course, mom didn't really drive until I was older, and she really doesn't drive now. She just gets behind the wheel, and that's scary. Other people get out of the way. But you know that mom arm? I know I had it. You know, my kids didn't need seatbelts. And if you ever saw, the child safety seats, they were little plastic things. They look like the little dolly thingies that you can get, which you probably can't even get them for dollies anymore because they're deemed unsafe for the dolly. But you didn't have this kind of apparatus because you had the mom arm. You slammed on the brakes, that arm went across. You may have crushed your child's rib cage or taken out their larynx, but that mom arm kept them from going through the windshield. I had it. I had that bad boy, which is why that elbow is, well, that's part of it. The other part is because I was doing the limbo and I slipped and I fell and I got 5 radial fractures in that elbow. But that's a whole other story. Okay, back to this guy in Australia that apparently they didn't deem the dad arm sufficient protection. The Kimberley District West Australia Police shared a photo of 2 cases of beer safely fastened in the seatbelt as they described the scene. In one instance, a suspended driver had children laying on adult laps. See that a lot. And seated in footwells while cartons of beer were seat belted into position. Okay, if the children are sitting down between the seats in the footwells, they're a hell, because if something comes along and crushes down the top, hey, they're way down there, so they're secure. The beer might get smooshed. The beer might fly out a window. The children are down there. They're not going to, my daughter's laughing at me. They're not going to go flying out because they're down there between the seats. But yeah. In one instance, a suspended driver had, I already read that. The Kimberley District Superintendent, Alan Adams, stated that one of the children was less than a year old. Okay, now that's fucked up. Yeah, that kid should be buckled because they will go flying. The other ones can grab. Fend for yourself. It shows, excuse me, some of the attitudes of some of our road users and the way they see their priorities. We are doing our best to stamp out through enforcement, but we are also about to embark on public education, which obviously is needed in remote communities. Well, have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, in remote communities, people don't drive like absolute assholes and idiots, and therefore the beverages are buckled in, but the children are fine because they're not going to do anything to endanger the beverage. Duh. Priorities, dude. That is just too funny. No broken glass and kids don't mix. I know. Quit picking on me. I got a booger nose. Oh, sweetheart, I used to work for a dentist. I know the kind of stuff that they use for making those crowns. But that's okay. I thought that was a funny article because it's like, really, oh well. Okay. Dum-dum-dum-dum. I'm just wondering, Mary B, do you know anybody that does that kind of shit? Cause wow. Although I have been known to buckle groceries in. But, the kids were in the back seat and they were also buckled in. So, but that's been a long time ago. So now I just throw everything in the back seat and the hell with it. Um, let's see here. Which funny do I need to use? I do think that is amusing, though. Although it is kind of a dope moment as well. Oh, God, I'm feeling like a snuffleupagus today. I was doing so much better earlier today. But now my schnoz is telling me, guess what? You're on the radio. I'm going to mess with you. Since when did my feet smell and my nose ran? That's just backwards. Da, da. I'm going to go back to Oopie. What? What? Well, wait a minute. I saw John Candy. I got to see this. What? What's that, Beth? Oh. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh. All right, Beth. I will get to that. Yes, that looks like fun. I will fail, but I'll get to it. Oh, how funny. Yes, my dear, I will thank you ever so much, sweetie. This could prove interesting because I know. Who's Bird? Bird. 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 Yeah, I know some people like that as well, Mary B, that would much rather buckle up their beer than anything else. But, And yeah, with my children now, or especially my grandchildren, oh my God. It wasn't the last time I was down visiting the grandkids, time before that. And we're all buckling up and everything, and Dad started moving. And I'm sitting in the back in between two grandkids, and I'm having a hell of a time because, well, I'm in that little jumper seat thingy. And although I'm not in between two car seats, it's still, trying to find seat belts and all that fun stuff. And my youngest grandchild was actually having quite the panic attack because I wasn't buckled yet and Daddy was moving. And he was on the point of crying because Grammy's not buckled yet. Daddy, stop. It's like, oh, sweetheart, bless your heart. But I'll get buckled. But yeah, everybody buckles before I move because I don't want my babies flying out. Of course, I try to do things to where that won't happen, but there's no accounting for the other idiots and assholes that are on the road. So there you go. Yes, I am a snuffleupagus. It came out like that because my nose is clogged. You're picking on me. Oh. Okay. What? Bird. I just... Hello, bird. 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 Okay. America is closed. We have reached our capacity of illegal immigrants. We can't afford freeloaders. Okay. I bet they wish they had that sign before the pilgrims showed up, huh? What do you think? Okay, I got to go to something that I saw on Fakey Book earlier today. I hope to hell I can remember who shared it. Because I thought, oh my God, that is just too freaking funny. I think I know who it was. I think. I got to find this because, oh my God, I about peed myself. And then I had to read it to the guys because, yeah. Oh, he's so funny. He just shared another one. Thanks for being the type of friend who doesn't question why you heard the toilet flush through the phone. Oh, that's too funny. Okay. I got to scroll because I got to find. It was just too freaking funny. Where's it at? Jason, I know you shared it. I know you did. Oh, he's got billions of them today. Damn it, Jason, you're not. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is a. I'm going to piss off the religious people here. So just as you know, this is a picture of God, or a painting of, like a Raphaelian or whatever back in the, yeah, when the Sistine Chapel was painted and shit. It's God looking down. And across it says, and then God was like, guys, I fucked up. Please cut off parts of baby penises for me. I saw that and I spit coffee at work. And my coworkers saw me and they were like, "What are you laughing about?" And I showed it to them and they just looked at, because I work with men. And they looked at me like, "You're sick and wrong." And I said, "Yes, I am." And I laughed and cleaned up the coffee that I spit all over my monitor. Because it was freaking hilarious. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just trying to. 2 sleeping and 1 to go. Oh, there you go, Beetle. All right. Okay, I got to get to this one that the lovely Beth sent to me. Because I have a funny feeling. This is from grandfather-economics-report.com. It is testing standards compared to 8th grade test in 1895. So, this is the 8th grade final exam for Salina, Kansas, 1895. Now, Salina, Kansas is where my youngest lives. So, in grammar, which I'm a Grammy, but that doesn't mean I know grammar. Name the 5 parts of speech and define those that have no modifications. How many people can do that nowadays? What's the principal parts of a verb? Give principal parts of do, lie, lay, and run. How about what is punctuation? And give rules for principal marks of punctuation. I always thought principal marks were those marks the principal left on you when you got to meet the Board of Education. Am I wrong? How about arithmetic? Name and define the fundamental rules of arithmetic. If the lines cross each other at a 90-degree angle, it's a plus sign. If they go parallel to each other, that's an equal sign. If you just have one line that's going horizontal, that's a minus line. If you put periods above and below the minus sign, that's a division. Yeah. See, I know those things. Oh my God, and here's a story question. A wagon box is 2 feet deep. It's 10 feet long, and it's 3 feet wide. How many bushels of wheat will it hold? Now, see, that is actually something that would have been useful in 1895 and maybe useful again here in the near future. But for now, I couldn't tell you the answer to that because I don't know how to figure bushels by that. I could tell you by weight, but not by that. If a load of wheat weighs 3,942 pounds, what is it worth at 50 cents per bushel, deducting 1,500 pounds for tare? Let's see. District number 33 has a valuation of $35,000. What is the necessary levy to carry a school 7 months at $50 per month and give $104 for incidentals? Now, see, these are the kind of questions that were pertinent to these people at the time. things that they had to deal with on a regular basis, as opposed to the common core shit that they have nowadays. Find a bank discount on $300 for 90 days, no grace at 10%. Would anybody be able to do that nowadays? I think very few. What is the cost of a square farm at $15 per acre? The distance around which is 640 rods. Once again, I think you would be hard pressed to find someone that could answer those. U.S. history. Give the epochs into which U.S. history is divided. Oh, good Lord. I could. Huh. Relate the causes and results of the Revolutionary War. Yeah. Go out on a street corner and ask that one. How many states are there? 13. 50 into 13 is 47. 13. Do you remember seeing that one? Seeing that video on YouTube? Oh, my Lord. If YES spells yes, what does EYES spell? Yeah, look it up on YouTube. Let's see. Describe 3 of the most prominent battles of the rebellion. Ooh. Let's see. Name events connected to... Wow. Okay, those dates were a lot closer to them, but hey, they even knew them. Name events connected to the following dates: 1607, 1620, 1800, 1849, and 1865. How many people can name a historical event to those dates nowadays? I couldn't. I couldn't do it to all of them, not just sitting here. Let's see. What is meant by the following? Alphabet, phonetic, etymology. I can't even say some of them because my nose keeps clogging. Excuse me. What are elementary sounds? That's the whining that goes on out on the playground when someone gets pushed down. Those are elementary sounds. The screaming and hollering that goes on. Let's see. Oh, hey, give 2 rules for spelling words with a final E and name 2 exceptions under each rule. I sucked at English. Did I tell you that? Obviously, can't you tell? I even have trouble speaking it sometimes. How about geography? Oh, and you only get an hour to answer these, and there's 10 questions. What is climate? There are so many people nowadays that couldn't tell you what climate is. And upon what does climate depend? Once again, I'd say 95% of the population couldn't tell you that. How do you account for the extremes of climate in Kansas? Because Oklahoma sucks and Nebraska blows, or vice versa, just depending on which way the wind is blowing. Plus, we have the Rockies to the west, and then we have the Mississippi to the east. Okay, it's quite a ways to the east, but still. Of what use are rivers? Of what use is the ocean? What use is rivers? Describe the mountains of North America. I'll bet you there's a lot of people that couldn't even just list them, let alone describe them. Name and locate the principal trade centers of the U.S. Wow. And, wow. Describe the movements of the earth and give inclination of the earth. Those are things that you had to know in order to pass the 8th grade in Salina, Kansas in 1895. Wow. I would not pass. I can tell you that right now. Because they say the memory's the first thing that goes. Uh. uh. Yeah. Uh huh. Okay. Yeah. The eldest would. Yeah. I also remember when brother Dave used to play Trivial Pursuit with us, and every time we would tell him, "No, you're wrong" on that answer, he'd go, "No, wait, I knew that," and try and give himself the little pie tile anyway, because he cheated. Oh, let me see. I gotta see if I can catch up a little bit here. Oh, my nose. GMO salt? Oh, that's just wrong, Juana. Why in the heck did you have to? Hi, Bobby. Yeah, texting. That is true, Graham. They do teach texting acronyms and emoji. And they're always adding stupid texting acronyms or shortcuts to the dictionary. And it's like, really? And then you wonder why people can't freaking spell, which is probably the whole intent anyway. Um, okay, if I was there then I would probably pass, Beth, but for now, no. Buono? um, oh no, I'm thinking of guano. Sorry. Buono, huh? Okay. That's cool. But, we had lots of really unusual pets ourselves, Beetle. Most of them were not necessarily our pets. They just came home with my brother Mike, and then he said it was his pet. And if you found it dead in your bed or on the floor in your room or something like that, you just kind of went, ew, what is that? And Mike would go, you killed my pet. Yeah, Mike always brought home weird shit. That's just the way he rolled. Oh, okay, Bobby. Okay. Uh. Yes, you would be, Pretta. Yes, you would be. Okay. Yes, I do, Butter Chewy. Okay. Yes, I do. Okay, let me go back to my oopie because I don't have that much time left. So, let's see. Oh my goodness, now they have assisted living residents doing the whip and nay nay dance. Oh, good God. A whip and nay nay. That song just makes me nuts. Nuttier. Stuffed animal missing after being launched into space by UK students. Oh my God, it's a UFO! But if it burns up in re entry, what? Will we ever know it? Oh, holy crap. 3 albino deer in Wisconsin. Moosey, where's Boulder Junction? Are you listening, sweetheart? Wow, that is cool. An ultra rare gathering of 3 albino deer caught on camera in Wisconsin. That is really cool. This is in Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. The 3 albino deer were recorded Wednesday in a field with 2 normal colored deer near Boulder Junction in northern Vilas County. Is that how you say that, sweetheart? The albino deer are extremely rare, occurring about once every 20,000 deer births. That is cool. Two albino deer were previously photographed playing together in the same area in 2013. The albino trait is so rare that Wisconsin bans hunters from shooting the white deer. Well, duh. They're very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and share that. That's kind of cool. What? Wow, Beetle, I've never had crabs either. I've had crab legs. Mikey had things. Yes, he did, Brotichoey. Oh, Asmo's missing an albino. Oh, okay. Wow. You guys are just wow. Dang. Okay. I'm going to share this real fast. Or maybe not real fast. I think those are pretty. Okay. Back to Oopie. Oh shit, and my Twitter's going nuts. Okay. America's first dog cafe opens in California. There you go. See, they're being overachievers again. So, is this a place where Obama would go to eat, or is this a place where you feed your dogs? I want to know. Clarification here. It all depends on where you put the punctuation here, people. A California business is offering guests the opportunity to enjoy cafe-style beverages while interacting with dogs seeking forever homes. Oh, now that is cool. The Dog Cafe in Los Angeles touts itself as the first of its kind in the United States to provide the style of pet adoption that has already gained popularity with cats throughout the country and abroad. Well, I didn't even know they did it with cats. Huh. The Dog Cafe offers a comfortable and fun space for humans and dogs to hang out. And this is away from overcrowded shelters, which can provoke fear and aggression in perfectly adoptable putts. Pups. Yeah, pups too. The cafe had its grand opening on Thursday and has already been completely booked through April the 12th. Wowzer. Visitors are required to sign a liability waiver and pay $10 entrance fee that includes a 55-minute visit with the dogs as well as one beverage. A list of available dogs can be found on the cafe's website along with a brief description of their personality and their backstory. All of the dogs are rescues that have been spayed and neutered, and they are all available for adoption with the exception of Sharky, the cafe's mascot and pet of the founder, Sarah. And see, Sharky is a mascot, and it's not intended to be a derogatory thing. It's a sign of affection. All of you people that get all butthurt over mascots and mascot names. Visitors are not allowed to bring their own dogs to the cafe due to a lack of city approval, but the staff is willing to coordinate meetings between dogs outside the property. For now, we are happy to arrange outdoor meetings between your own dogs and dog cafe dogs you might be interested in adopting. How cool! How cool. That is kind of spiffy. See, whenever somebody tells me about a rescue dog, I wind up taking them home. That's my problem. Um, let's see. Oh, Beetle, you're just nuts. Okay. Asmo's sleeping, honey. I don't. I'd never thought of it like that, manure. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to put this over here as well. I like that puppy. Although, yeah, it kind of concerned me for a minute there. But I do like the thought of finding puppies forever homes. The only problem is there's too many people out there that they get them when they're puppies and they go, oh, but they're so cute. And then within a couple of weeks and they just haven't figured out how to get them to quit shitting and peeing in the house. And they start getting really, really frustrated. Then they start getting mean with them. And then they go, they're not cute anymore. And they just get rid of them. You know, and now people have that same mentality when it comes to kids, it seems. It's like, really? I don't know. Did I tell you guys my niece is taking a maybe I was talking to the guys at work. She's taking a class in human development in school, and they get these little robotic dollies. And this year, the advanced class, the robotic dolly, is supposed to imitate a child that was born addicted to crack. And the teacher is telling the children that it's okay if, you know, if it just gets to be too much, you can go ahead and kill your baby. Wow, isn't that just wonderful? Who are these people that are teaching our children? Why are we not teaching our own children? It's just freaking insane. And why are we not stepping up and telling the school board, excuse me, that is not acceptable stuff to teach to our children? And seeing as how it's supposedly our tax dollars paying for this shit, I think you best start hitting our priorities, not the priorities of some dumbass 3,000 miles away that don't know shit from Shinola. Okay, I only got about 15 minutes left, and you know what? I got to remind you guys, this evening, Moosey will not be around because she has a life and she thinks she can go party. See how you are, Moose, and you did not invite me, young lady. In any case, dear Miss Moosey is not going to be here, so it's going to be balls to the wall this evening. Grimner's going to be winging it, playing solo. It's going to be a one-man band. Ooh, I don't know that I want to go there. You have a silky terrier for sale, sweetheart? I don't buy puppies. I just have a tendency to acquire them. Oh, $1 million, huh? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Freakers, not Freakers Ball this evening. It's Balls to the Wall tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Let me make sure. I always gotta, because I am just a skosh on the spastic side. Grimmy, is the schedule pretty much the same, hun? I hope. Tomorrow, Saturday, April the 9th, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The Bridge with Kira is going to be on here on Real Liberty Media. Is that going to be Channel 3, sweetheart? Seeing as how it's no longer that other channel, it's now the Real Liberty Media radio channel. Also, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Bo Diddy with some of his bodacious tunage, so check out that stuff. Then on Sunday at noon Eastern Time will be Grimner and his Bluesy Blues show to lead into Hal Anthony and Behind the Woodshed. See, Grimmy's going to get you in that bluesy mood. And you know, that's why they call it the blues, so that Hal can step in and wake your ass up, because he's going to be kind of like that Southern Baptist preacher. You're going to be sitting there all jammed out and relaxed to the blues. And then here comes the hellfire and brimstone with Hal. And he's going to open up a can of whoop ass on y'all. So that is the Sunday edition on Real Liberty Media Channel 3. So I will be back on Wednesday, but I'm not quite done yet. I do have a few minutes left, and my nose hasn't completely blocked off. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. I had to refresh Twitter. Okay, I gotta close that damn thing. And close that one. And do I wanna... I'm gonna check out Fark, because I haven't been to Fark lately. Farky, Fark, Fark, Fark. And since it is a Freak of Friday, it's a Farky kind of day, right? Right. Ah! Wow. Right at the top. Cost of liver disease medication jumps from $400 a month to $4,000 a month. Wow! I'm thinking it's time to step up to Mother Nature's medicine cabinet and step away from the booze. Just because it's legal, don't make it good for you. Sidebar FM. Yeah, there you go. It's all over the place. I know it is, Grimmy. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh, yes, and tomorrow morning, Solvener. Yes, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock my time, right? 10 o'clock Eastern, so it's 9 o'clock my time. Yeah, Solvener is reading 1984. Yes, do not forget that. That is on the UCY channel. I love Solvener, and I love listening to him, although there's not very many times that I actually get to pay attention while I'm listening. But I do have him going in the background a lot of times. Although lately I have been just a skosh busy. Okay, yes, better chance to be heard. Oh, the better to hear you with, my dear. Okay. From boingboing.net, Nevin Morgan takes a prescription drug called cupramine. Without it, he would slowly die from liver disease. Unfortunately, the price of it has gone from $400 to $1,700 a month, depending on your prescription level, to $44,000 a month. It's made by Valiant Pharmaceuticals, run by billionaire J. Michael Pearson. He's stepping down, not because he jacked up the price of cupramine and other medications, but because the company's misstated earnings hurt its stock value. I'm thinking it's time to take this shit away and find some of Mother Nature's medicine to treat this stuff. Okay. And there's all wow. I'm trying to find where this goes on, but there's all kinds of tweets attached to this, and I'm just going to go ahead and share this with you because that's pretty much the blurb of the story and then a bunch of tweets. Oh, yes, that's true, Grimmy. Yeah, Grimmy does grab the UCY broadcast of Solvenor and he puts it in the RLM in our rotation, which is way cool, Grim. I do appreciate that. Because that's usually where I get to hear him, is on the rotation schedule. So, let me see here. Checking out. Oh, my brother David's. Yes. Well, why don't you get to harass anyone, David? Are you behaving yourself? Do you have company? Okay. Unless you're whining because you're late. And yes, you're late, and therefore you don't get to harass anybody because you're late. Oh, hey, here's one that looks like something I can finish off with. The Archbishop of Canterbury learns that he's a bastard. What'd he do? Look in a mirror? Actually, listen, someone actually told him the truth? Is that what's going on? This is from BBC.com. If it will ever wakey wakey. Wake and bakey. Oh, it's also on demand. Oh, cool. Yay, Grimmy. Thank you ever so much. Come on, Farky. Bring it. My Fark is not wishing to bring up my BBC.com. Come on. Fark, 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 fark. I want to see why the Archbishop just finally learned that he's a bastard. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Okay, since that one's not wanting to wake up, I'm going to try this one. And if Fark is going to be a total farkalordiously fark, which it looks like it is. Okay. Fark, what is your big deal, pickle? The Fark articles are not wishing to pull up. So, from yahoo.com. That's why. How many times a week should you shower? So, how many? This is according to yahoo.com. Many people do not shower every day, and here's a tip to save time in the morning. Don't shower. A recent survey found that as many as a third of all Brits do not shower every day, but they may not be as stinky as you think. Have you been to Britain? Oh, okay. According to one expert, showers are really only needed about twice a week. Dr. Elaine Larson, an infectious disease expert at Columbia University School of Nursing, told Time magazine that a shower a day is not necessary, at least for your skin. People think they're showering to be cleaner, but bacteriologically, that is not the case. In fact, the more showers you have may cause more problems. You can strip your body away of essential oils and increase your chance of infection, as bathing will allow germs to enter cracked skin. Dr. Brandon Mitchell, assistant professor of dermatology at George Washington University, agreed and said 2 showers each week was plenty. Your body is naturally a well-oiled machine. A daily shower isn't necessary. Okay, you can say that, sweetheart, that a daily shower isn't necessary for you, and that's all well and good. But I live out here in Booneyville. This is classified as a high desert area. And when it gets really, really warm, yeah, if I don't shower, yeah, I'm not pleasant to be around. Oh, Brother Joey went night-night. Night-night, Brother Joey. On weekends, I don't shower every day just because I don't do that much on the weekends. Unless I really am working out in the yard, and then sometimes I shower twice a day. But, yeah. If I'm not going anywhere, heck with you. Okay, I'm going to put this over here on that effing site. And looky there, I am just about out of time. DEA will decide whether to stop treating marijuana like heroin. Yeah, they'll decide that sometime in the near future, but they're always going to hold that little string and say, oh, but wait a minute. It has to be under these special circumstances that we're not going to tell you all of those circumstances so that we can still drag your ass in and make money off of you. Oh, wait, we do that anyway. We're just going to jerk you around. That's pretty much what it is. Nah. They always put that stuff out there. You know, they'll dangle that little carrot, make you think that they're actually leaning your direction. Well, no, they're not. They're just being jerkweed heads. Oh well. I do know there is a little shower guy over here. I know Grammy did one. 'Cause I seened it. I seened it. I seened it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on our RealLibertyMedia.com channel 3. Also on the RLM Spreaker channel. Yeah, I totally spazzed off saying that earlier today, didn't I? Be sure to stick around because Grimmy will be here later on, like in about an hour, with balls to the wall since Moosey seems to think she can go partying. You go, girlfriend. Have fun. And don't forget, we got plenty going on this weekend. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Sylvanir on UCY Radio is still reading 1984. And Grimmy has put it in the auto rotate for the RLM radio. Also, tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time is Kira with the Bridge. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 p.m. is. Thanks, Vin. 8 p.m. tomorrow evening is Bo Diddy with some bodacious tunage. And then Sunday, once again, Grimner at noon Eastern Time is the blues, leading you into Hal Anthony opening up a can of whoop ass and taking you out behind the woodshed. So be sure to check back because we got all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. I will be back next